Diaphragmatic breathing is a way of breathing which promotes relaxation and helps to stimulate the vagus nerve. In order to breathe deeply with your diaphragm, what you need to do is you need to activate your diaphragm right here under your rib cage. And so when we're breathing in comparison, when we're breathing anxiously, we're breathing very shallow breaths up here like this. And this is actually creating a sense of stress within the body, mobilizing us towards fleeing or fighting off a potential threat. And so that's actually not going to help. What we need to do when we breathe deeply is we need to focus our mind right here on our diaphragm and breathe here first. So if you put your hand right on your solar plexus here, just on your rib cage, and breathe there. And what you're really doing is you're extending this hand out. As you're breathing, this should be going out like this. And if you have one hand up here, you'll notice the difference when I'm breathing with my diaphragm. This hand's going out first, this hand's going out next. And so that's a diaphragmatic breath. So the next part from there, as you're breathing with your diaphragm, is this little technique called eye rolls, which I find to be very helpful. It's a technique that many will learn in their basic training in EMDR. And what this technique is that same sort of breath as you're going to breathe in and then breathing out. The exhale will be a much longer, making sure that all the breath is out, and then breathing in from there. Except the difference, what we're going to do now is we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe in, we're going to slowly look up. Our head's going to stay pretty much the same, but we're going to look up like this. And then when we exhale, we're looking down really slowly, all the way out. And then again, as you breathe in, you're looking up slowly, and then breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And that's it. If you do that about 5 to 10 times in a row, you should notice a little bit of more relaxation you would be experiencing. Another one that I want to show you is tongue decompressions, is what I call them. I picked this up from Gabby Bernstein, and I'm not sure where she got it from, but it's been really useful for some of my clients to experience to promote that relaxation response. And what it happens, or what it is if you notice that when you're anxious, a couple of things are happening. You might notice you're feeling a bit sweaty palms. You might notice, of course, that shortness of breath. You might notice feeling hot or cold. And you might also notice that your mouth is dry. And particularly, you're going to notice that your tongue is actually not at rest. It's tense, and it's sort of at the, if this is my mouth here, it's like, it's not the floor of my mouth, it's at sort of in the middle or at the top of my roof of my mouth. And that's actually important because that is sort of simulating to the vagus nerve that you're in danger and you need to be ready. So when you're in very deep relaxation, perhaps when you're sleeping, for example, or meditating, you're going to notice that the tongue is actually dropping to the bottom of your jaw. And if you mindfully can focus yourself and calm your tongue, let it just drop to the floor of your mouth, just on your jaw there, you're going to notice that a couple things happen. Your jaw here might expand a little bit, open up like that. You might notice your throat opening up a little bit, and you might notice your sinuses even kind of expanding there. So let's try that out together, okay? And of course, if this feels weird or if you experience any distress as you're doing this, please stop. That's not what this is intended to do. So as you're noticing, so we're gonna do that together. So just relax your tongue, let it drop on your floor of your mouth. And as you're doing that, you just let your jaw open up a little bit here. Drop your jaw. Take nice, normal, deep breaths with your diaphragm here. You may even look up and down like you did in the eye rolls while having a relaxed tongue. So let's try that. Like that. And if you notice, if you do that a few times, maybe again 5 to 10 times with that sort of breathing, you're going to notice hopefully a shift in your state. And some things that others find useful is to repeat some positive words to yourself that are absolutely factually true. You can't, they really feel true to you, like I am alive. If you feel that you're worthy, you might say I'm worthy. If you feel that you're a good person, you say I'm a good person, people love me, maybe, those sorts of things. Don't say anything that feels false to you though, or make sure it feels completely true and it feels positive, so positive and true for you. And that should help to promote that sense of relaxation. Anyway, those are some strategies. Hopefully they're helpful for you. And again, if any of these things that you're trying make you feel worse, please stop. There is a physiological reason as to why they're making you feel worse. There is trauma that needs to be dealt with. And if you read, about the polyvagal theory, you'll understand a bit more as to what's going on there for you. But if you feel that you're extra stressed while doing these exercises, it's worthwhile for you to look into seeking professional counseling to help you from a more involved way to calm your nervous system down. And of course, I would recommend EMDR, as that's the thing that we found the most help for anybody. And then combining EMDR with other practices like you might be learning right here, they will also really